Yo, it's Candio live from Ground Zero. Oh, is that traffic? It looked like traffic. Anyway, yo, so you know what's crazy, man? There's a lot of stuff going on, man. You know, in this video we're gonna talk about racism and how I had the phone call, but I gotta call you back. I called you earlier, and right now I'm in traffic and I'm doing a video. I'm gonna call you right back. I know why you're calling me. I can't do anything right now anyway. I'm not by the computer. And if it's about anything else, it's probably in the office or something like, you know, so anyway. But oh man, real estate is such a wonderful thing, man. You know, being creative, I love being creative. I just love it, man. So yeah, so we just documenting and you know, building content, so on and so forth. And so yeah, so this video is gonna be about racism again, man, and how racism is a non-factor. I mean, I don't know if you don't agree, you agree, whatever. Let me know, you know. But I believe, man, that really and truly, yes, I think that is wrong. Racism is wrong. Bigotry is wrong. Discrimination is wrong. You know, bullying is wrong. Taking advantage of people is wrong. All those things are wrong. Hurting people is wrong. Killing people is wrong. Robbing people is wrong. Stealing from people is wrong. You know, fooling people and tricking people is wrong. You know, and doing your best to try to stop people from getting things, you know, so you have it easier, you know what I mean? Like, that's dastardly, you know, and it's like messed up to do stuff like that, you know, and but all of that being said, right, all of those things, racism is a non-factor to all those things. I mean, to hinder you. Hear me out. I mean, I was talking about this before in the other video. Check it out. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I was talking about this in the other video. That, you know, it's messed up, man. It is messed up. It is what it is, man. It's messed up and it's horrible. And, you know, it shouldn't be done. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's a non-factor. Racism is a non-factor. If a person is wrong, a person is wrong. Whether they're racist or not. That's it. And when you look at it that way, you can have more power over what's going on. Because you're not going to be so emotional about everything. Because emotion is a problem. Because it's very deep, man. It's deep rooted, man. That made everybody super angry to watch this guy in his stupid fucking face. His stupid face. Looking at the camera, his stupid face, his stupid haircut, his stupid socks and his stupid shoes, with his knee in the back, in the neck, not even on the back, on the neck, like right there on the neck. It's obvious what's going to happen if you put pressure on somebody's neck. And for you to have your whole body on top of your knee, and then your knee on top of a person's neck. What do you think is going to happen? An intelligent person will understand. So either he was high or he was drunk. And you know what? We need to find out. Did they give them tests? Did they give these police officers tests? What was the procedures? Were all the procedures followed? That's a good one. We need to find that out. Did they give them drug tests and alcohol tests after this situation? Because thinking about it, that cop looked drunk. And what he did was a drunk move. You know how like you drunk and then you don't really realize what you're doing and you're just doing it just a little bit too much? Because you're just inebriated. You overthink things, you overdo things, you're a little bit more extroverted with your actions when you're drunk. So I proposed that guy was drunk, but you know what? If they didn't do a test, then there's no way for us to know. Now, unless we do a hair test, but I don't know how that's going to work. Like, in the court of law, I don't know. But why didn't the DA, Mike Freeman, why didn't he, you got to contact Mike Freeman in Minnesota. Everybody got to contact Mike Freeman in Minnesota via email or via phone. You got to call them, call their office, and ask them. Because these guys, come on, man. That's messed up, man. That is messed up. Okay, Rodney King, okay. There's so many things that we went through. Mike Brown, okay, yeah, he was aggressive, okay. Let's say that we give you all of those things. We give you all those things. Yes, okay, yes. We give you all those things. Let's say we do. Let's say we give you all of those things. Let's just focus on this one thing. That's what I said. Don't put race in it. Don't put race in it. This is not about race. This is not about race right now. Do not make it about race. Because if you make it about race, then it's going to be a bigger problem, a bigger fish to fry if you make it about race. Why? Because the race problem is such a deeply rooted problem. It's so deeply rooted, it's like we making a big deal because people like to wear button-up shirts. And we don't, like, yo, he's wearing button-up shirts. Oh my God. That's what it's like. It's the equivalent of that. Of somebody wearing button-up shirts. That's what they want to do. They like to wear button-up shirts. There's nothing we can do about that. They like to wear button-up shirts. What do you want us to do? So now I can't base my whole, even though I hate button-up shirts and I hate people that wear button-up shirts. I despise them. I don't want them around me. I don't want them in my house. People who wear button-up shirts. All of those things. But that does not matter if I am breaking the law. It has nothing to do, if somebody's breaking the law, the fact that they don't like button-up shirts has nothing to do with it. This battle between button-up shirts is deeply rooted. It's been going on for thousands of years. We don't know who's right, who's wrong, button-up or not button-up. We're all just trying to coexist together. We're all just trying to coexist together. That's it. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to do that together just because we're all on the same planet. So whether you like button-up shirts or you don't like button-up shirts, we're still trying to live together. Okay. So, me or anybody else breaking the law has nothing to do with if you like button-up shirts or not. Now, if you did it because the guy had a button-up shirt, then that's a different story. But it's kind of hard to prove. Unless you said something regarding that. Like, hey, you effing guy with your button-up shirt, die. Die, bastard. I hate button-up shirt dudes, and meanwhile you killing this guy. Then it's a problem, right? Because it's against the law to hate button-up shirts and break the law because of button-up shirts and do it because of that. That's even worse crime than just doing it because, accident or you're upset or whatever like that. You doing it because of real, that's bigoted because of somebody's color or somebody's orientation or whatever the fuck. Because of that is the reason why you're committing this crime against them. You're hurting them, you're harming them, whatever. That is illegal, even more so than just doing it just to do it. Right? Okay. So, because of these things, race is a non-factor in this situation. Why isn't the dude arrested right now? Why isn't the dude in jail already? Did they take a drug test? Did they take a alcohol test? You know, like what are they doing? Like, why are they taking so long to do this? Why? And why did they fire them immediately, and if they're not going to throw them in jail? Okay, all of those things. And why is it taking so long? Now you wait until everybody riots and everybody's so upset, because you know damn well it wasn't the people who was upset that started rioting. You know damn well it was just the people who was broke, or the people who, you know what I'm saying, are trolls, or just have some other type of agenda, and they setting it off. Who knows how many times those fires was just an insurance thing, just to try to get money. Send some guys out there during the riots to set my shit on fire, because you know what? I've been out of fucking business for the past 3-4 months. My shit is tanking anyway, so let me just get the fire insurance. Hypothetically speaking. That's basically, it could be that. And if it's all this, you know, oh yeah, you know, these people are against or whatever like that, then it's nothing to have your people come down and start some shit just to make make the other side look bad. So there's no way to really tell if the people who's doing the rioting is there because of what's going on, or they rioting because everybody else is doing shit, or they rioting because they trying to, you know, have a come up and rob and steal, or they rioting because they trying to, you know, have a come up and destroy their property because they need the insurance, because they're going out of business. They're going bankrupt. So they need the insurance so they can stay afloat. At least they leave with something. Right? All them businesses with no comeback. You know? Or is it somebody who's like, yo, you know what? I need to mess this up because it's looking bad for my boy. So I need to mess this up so it looks really bad for the other side, for that's trying to have a peaceful, you know what I'm saying? A peaceful protest or whatever. Now you send a couple of bad apples in. It's not hard to do that. How you know that they're bad apples or not? How do you know? And then some people just follow us, and then they start following. They broke the law too. I mean, you're not supposed to do that. That's just it, man. You're not supposed to do that type of stuff. And it don't make sense for you to do that. It does not make sense for you to do that. So, it's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. But, I don't know, man. We could do it together as a people. You know, it doesn't matter about your color. It doesn't matter if you're racist, if you're not. All right? Because we can coexist. We can, I don't know if there's another movement, coexist movement or whatever like that, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just using the word for what it means. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can coexist. It's not that crazy. We've been doing it. We've been coexisting. It's not that crazy. So, you know, I'm not talking about that movement. I don't know what that movement is about or not about. I seen the logo and the bumper stickers and all that shit. And I kind of know. I don't really know. I don't know. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is. I'm just using the word for what it means. Not no movement or nothing like that. All right? And so, like I said, man, if you break the law, you break the law. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. And that's it. I mean, it's all relative, right or wrong, but there's laws and there's rules and there's regulations. That's it, man. That's it, man. There's common courtesy. There's respect. That's it. You don't got to be disrespectful just because you're racist. You don't have to be disrespectful just because you're racist. You just stay away from the other person. That's it. You don't have the other person in your circle. You don't like those people for whatever reason. You understand? So, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a free country. You know what I'm saying? It's a free country. There's nothing you can do. What are you going to do? I thought it was wrong for same-sex marriages to have kids. I thought it was wrong because I was like, yo, it's going to be confusing for the kids. I don't know. I didn't grow up in that era like that. I thought about, you know, the kid being ridiculed in school. I thought that, you know what I'm saying? Does that happen to me, to people in my era? in school, they would have been making so many jokes about you. You had 2 moms, 2 dads. You crazy? So that's how I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I thought it was wrong that the little kids is going to be going through so much stuff with that. You're like, why you going to put the kid through that? It's messed up. You know what I mean? But you know what? I was like, you can do whatever you want, but then you're going to bring the kids into it. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, either way, at the end of the day, I was having a conversation with one of my friends who is LGBTQ and all of that. And she was like, yo, me and my partner. And I was like, yeah, man, I don't really know about that. You know what I'm saying? But, it's not up to me, whatever. You do what you want. But, as far as like anything, like I feel this certain type of way because of it, whatever. And then, as we were talking, this is a true story. As we were talking, I look out the window and there's a couple that walks by with a baby who was probably like maybe 1 year old, maybe 2 years old. You know what I'm saying? And in the stroller, and the mother and the father both had face tattoos, arm tattoos, okay, and devil horns, like when you put the implants in the devil horns. They both had devil horns. When I saw that, I turned to my friend and I said to her, I said, yo, you know what? You guys can just do whatever you want. Because really and truly, who's to say what's bad, what's good? I'm over here talking about 2 moms and 2 dads. Meanwhile, you got a mother and a father, but they both got devil horns. That's what? So what would you rather have? So with that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say and not to say. So I was just like, whatever, man. Just do whatever. Just do whatever. Because you know what? It's all relative, man. And that's what made me realize, man, it's just all relative, man. What's right, what's wrong, you know what I'm saying? But there's laws and there's rules and regulations. There's common courtesy and so on and so forth. If you don't like people with devil horns, then don't hang out with them. But it's their right to put devil horns on their head if they want. That's just what it is, man, right? So, I mean, who's to say it's right? Who's to say it's wrong? Whatever. Okay, but is it against the law? I don't know. I don't think so. So they can do it, right? So now, if I don't like people with devil horns, right? And then I did something to a person with devil horns against the law to somebody with devil horns, right? Doesn't matter the fact that I don't like people with devil horns. Doesn't matter the fact that I don't like them, or does it matter, or which is more important, the fact that I don't like them, or the fact that I did something against the law to them, right? What's more important? The fact that you broke the law against them, right? Yes, that's more important than whether you didn't like their shirt being red or black or blue or plaid or suede or leather or whatever the hell is the reason that you don't like this person. It has nothing to do with what you did to them. Could be a reason why you did something to them, but let's not even focus on that. Why? Because you did something to them. We have proof. We see that you did something to them, and it happened. Now, the fact that you are an officer and you are trained how to subdue people and all this other stuff, and the way you did that, now you're just negligent. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that you did that murder on purpose, but it's kind of crazy to say that you didn't, because you are putting force on somebody's neck, which is choking them, and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. It's not that nobody knows. Everybody knows if you do something to somebody's neck like this, they are going to choke and die. They will not be able to breathe. Now, the guy said he can't breathe. He said it mad times. There was a big thing in America about I can't breathe with cops against people for something stupid, a guy with cigarettes, and then you choke the guy and kill the guy. Crazy. But meanwhile, another guy kills mad people and then you arrest him calmly. But some guy selling cigarettes, you choke him out. Some guy sitting in his car, you drag him out of his car and you choke him out. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that crazy? It's crazy. Why would you do that? So you knew that was going to happen. You knew that was going to happen. And people were telling you, yo, get off. And he's like, yo, I can't breathe. And you got your knee on the fucking neck. I don't know if you didn't realize that you had the knee on the neck or not. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you did. And at the end of the day, that guy died. So at the end of the day, you got to pay somehow, man. Both ways, always. So you got to go to court. You got to go through all of that stuff, and you should be arrested. And you should be, you know what I'm saying? Like go have the due process, man. Like what happens? And you should be reprimanded even worse because of the fact that you were a trained officer and you did that. And you did something negligent like that. That was crazy. He wasn't dangerous. He had guns. He had handcuffs. He was handcuffed, hands behind his back, laying on the floor. And you had your knee on his neck. Anyway, that's crazy, man. So anyway, man, racism had nothing to do with it. He did wrong. It was wrong. Whether right or wrong is what is the problem. Is it right or is it wrong? That's it. Racism don't got nothing to do with it. Let's focus on what it is. He's right or he's wrong. He was wrong, and that's it. So he needs to just pay for his wrongs. That's it. Everybody has to do it. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad. You know what I'm saying, that this happened. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to all the fallen that this happened to. But let's focus on this one. And it's messed up that they waited so long and then now everybody went to riot and did all that stuff. It's messed up. They could have ended this thing mad quick. But, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I hope we all just find a way through, man. Everybody just, you know, peace and harmony, man. Yo, look both ways before you cross the street, man. It's Ken Dio, live from Ground Zero, man. Go check out the cartoons. Subscribe. Thank you to all my subscribers. Everybody subscribes. Everybody who checks out the cartoons. Shout out to all my peoples. Shout out to Ayo Conseco. Shout out to Ayo Nation. Shout out to the Big Facts Podcast. Shout out to the Rap Trap. Shout out to Stupid Rappers. Shout out to Gully TV. Shout out to BBN. Shout out to Jack Frost. And shout out to OG Product, and shout out to Billionaire Charlie, man. All right, man. And if you need any real estate, give me a call, 646-481-9409. Are you selling? Are you buying? Are you renting? Buildings, land, international, national, whatever, man. Commercial, residential, all that stuff, man. All right. 646-481-9409. All right, that's what it is, man. Everybody, be good.